welcome back to Gypsy in the City TV. Today's video is going to be a tag. All the YouTubers that do YouTube in Spanish have been doing this tag. I feel like it's quite old. I don't really know who started it. I don't really know how old it is. I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 years, but I've been seeing floating around and I haven't really seen that many people do it in English, or maybe I haven't really looked, but I decided to have a go at it because I really enjoy watching tags. I feel like you get to know a little bit more about the YouTuber, and this one sounded like fun, so let's get started. Oh my god, did I even tell you what the tag was? So the tag is, I'm going crazy. I haven't noticed from the title, the tag is the 20 songs tag. So these are 20 songs, it's 20 questions, and you get to pick 20 songs, and let's just go through the list. Okay, so this tag is gonna be like in Spanglish because the questions, I wrote them down in Spanish, I'm gonna answer them in English. It's just gonna be all over the place. So the first question is, tu canción favorita? What is your favorite song? And of course, I'm Latina, so that means that my musical library is twice as big as anybody that just listens to music in one language. So for this specific question, I actually picked 2 songs. I have a lot of favorite songs, but these are just 2 of them. One is in English and one is in Spanish. So the first song is by Ryan Leslie. I love him. I think he's an amazing artist. He's incredibly talented, and I feel like he's really underrated. But then again, I feel like most artists that are really good are underrated. So the song is Something That I Like featuring Pusha T.
Silly me now, I'm so into her fashion, to her style of dress, and I'm looking in the mirror like, do I look fresh? Do I look fresh enough to get her?
Second song is by a band called the Pedrito Martinez Band. They are an Afro-Latino salsa group, and I first heard of them when I went to one of my favorite Cuban restaurants in New York City, Guantanamera. They do live music there, and he was playing, and I just became obsessed with his music, and I heard this song there, and I couldn't find it anywhere except on YouTube from a performance actually that he actually did at Guantanamera. So I was able to download the song off of the YouTube video. I love this song. It's called Que Palo, so it's like a mashup of a couple of songs. Look how it starts out.
Suavecito así. Vamos a cantarle.
La próxima pregunta es la canción que más odias. Next question is the song that you hate the most.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Okay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay. Why me do it? Now watch me whip. Watch me nay. Okay. Now watch me whip.
Every time I hear that song, I'm just like, and they play it at all these kids' birthday parties. I'm just so over that song. I find it so annoying. La tercera pregunta es una canción que te pone triste, a song that makes you sad. Who doesn't cry when they listen to this song? Please tell me. Every single time, especially if Selena's playing. I'm gonna take it off because I ain't trying to cry. I ain't trying to ruin this makeup right now. La quinta pregunta es una canción que te pone feliz, a song that makes you happy. Salsa makes me happy. You can't listen to salsa and not be happy.
Llego el sabor, a ti te gusta, con mucho amor.
Okay, la próxima pregunta es una canción que te recuerda un momento específico. A song that reminds you of a specific moment.
Invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, your bitch.
Listen to that song, it takes me back to a specific moment, and that is when I used to work on cruise ships, and on my days off, one of my favorite ports that we used to go to was called Isle of Pines. And in Isle of Pines, I would just sit under a palm tree and read a book, like read The Alchemist, and just listen to music. And I remember vividly like just blasting Kendrick Lamar Money Trees and just like vibing out on the beach, and all the other people at the beach would just look at me like I was crazy, and I really didn't care because I was just in my zone. And if you really listen to the lyrics in that song, like if you don't listen to it at the surface level and you really go deep into it, if you come from the hood, you can just relate. There's so much to be said about that song, and I would listen to it and just be like, wow, I can't believe that a girl like me, like a girl from the Bronx, is all the way on the other side of the world in this random ass island that I had never even heard of before I got this job, and I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar, Money Trees, sitting under a palm tree in Isle of Pines. So I spoke about this in one of my other vlogs. I just love listening to that song, and it just brings me back those memories of being on the beach. Una canción que te recuerda a alguien, a song that reminds you of somebody, and that is this song.
Look, they say tomorrow's no promise, but if it was, I wouldn't get open.
That song was actually one of Art's favorite songs. Joe Budden's was one of his favorite rappers. If you guys are new to my channel, Art is my boyfriend who passed away 4 years ago, and every time I listen to that song, I get a little bit choked up. Like, after he passed, I couldn't even listen to it at all, like without breaking down, and if it was playing, like I would tell people to take it off because I just couldn't listen to it. Now I can listen to it and I'm okay, but that song just reminds me so much of him because that was his favorite song. Una canción cuya letra sabes perfectamente, a song that you know the letters of perfectly, and that is one of my high school jams. Where is it?
Yo, mañana avísame si mi pretendo moda, para pillarte que sepa que no estás sola. Yo voy a actuar por ti, yo moriría por ti, yo mataría por ti a cualquier hora.
That song is such a throwback for me. Every time I listen to it, I just think of high school, Amor de Colegio, and of course it's called Amor de Colegio. I guess high school love in English is what it's called. That song is a reggaeton classic for me anyway. Next one is Cancion que te haga bailar al momento, a song that makes you dance at the moment, and that is for sure, I mean, come on. Una canción que te ayuda a dormir, a song that makes you fall asleep. And I don't really like to listen to music to fall asleep. I don't like to listen to anything. I just need it to be silent. But if I was listening to something, which sometimes I do depending on the day, I will put this on. I just like to listen to like nature sounds, especially the ocean. Like on Spotify, if you go, like they have a sleep sound library and there's like all these sounds, and I just listen to waves or the ocean. So that's that. Una canción que te gusta en secreto, a song that you like in secret.
Sin reputación no hay respeto, conozco consecuencias llegan. Si me necesitas llama, la fe me mantiene cada mañana, cada.
So that is by Lamar Rodriguez. She's actually a Spanish hip-hop artist. I don't really like Spanish hip-hop that much. She's an actual female hip-hop rapper from Spain, and I discovered her music when I was in high school because she was featured on a track with Calle 13, and I don't know, I really liked her flow, I really like her style. I started listening to her album and I really like her music. So that's probably a song that people are like, oh, okay. But yeah, I like her flow. I like her flow. And then another song that I like in secreto is also it's a Spanish song, and it's by, where is it? It's by an artist from Colombia. His name is Fonseca, and I love this song. Every time it comes on the radio, I'm like, I love it.
Te mando flores pa' que adornes tu casa, que las más rojas estén siempre a la entrada, cada mañana que no les falte agua. Italiana puede ser la más gorda, la margarita que se llame Mariana. Te mando flores pa' que adornes tu casa.
I love that song. Oh my goodness. It's hard because there's so many songs in Spanish that if you were to literally translate them to English, they wouldn't really make any sense and they would not sound as beautiful. But if you guys can learn Spanish, because the Spanish language, the Latin language is such a beautiful, beautiful language, and I feel like the music has so much more meaning and so much more depth just because it's in Spanish. I don't know how to explain it, but I know my Latinos can identify with this. The next question is una canción con la que te sientas identificado. Identificado. A song that you identify with, and for sure, as soon as I saw this question, I was like, this one right here.
La 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 la.
Vuitton dime. Bought my mom a purse, now she Louis Vuitton mom. Oh my God, is that a black card?
God, I love that song for so many reasons. It is my favorite Kanye West song. It's called Last Call. It is from his College Dropout album. And if you listen to the song is 12 minutes long. And the beginning of the song is the song, and then towards the end of the song is just him telling his come up story, how he came up, how he locked himself up for 3 straight summers making beats, how nobody believed that he was a rapper. Nobody wanted to mess with him as far as his rapping career. Like, people only wanted to work with him for his producing skills, and how he really had to prove himself, and how they ended up dropping him from a label deal that he had, and then he ended up going with Rockefeller. Like, I love that song. Whenever I'm uninspired, unmotivated, I kind of like need direction, I always listen to that song, and it just always inspires me to continue to grind, to not stop. And I don't know, I just love that song. Like, I love that Kanye. I miss that Kanye so much, but I get it, people change. If he didn't change with everything that's happened to him, then I would expect for that not to be normal. But if you guys get a chance to listen to that song, listen to it, really listen to it a few times, and I promise you that you will identify with it, you'll get inspired by it. I love that song. Una canción que te solía encantar y ahora odias. A song that you really liked and now you hate. Well, I don't really hate this song, but it is a little played out.
You used to call me on my. You used to.
When that song first came out, me and my friends played it so much. Like, that was the only song I listened to for like 2 months straight. Oh my God. And now I listen to it. I mean, I still like it, but it got played out. I mean, there's a T-Mobile commercial about it. Okay, una canción de tu disco favorito, a song from your favorite album.
Baby, 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 from the day I saw you, I really, really want to catch your eye.
I love The Diary of Alicia Keys. It's one of my favorite albums. Oh my God, I used to listen to it so much. I remember the first time I heard You Don't Know My Name on the radio when it came out. They're like, this is a new track by Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. But like, I absolutely love that song. And did you guys know that the part where she's on the phone, that was actually Kanye West's idea? So if you guys do a little bit of research into the song, you'll hear her story about how that part in the song came up and how Kanye West inspired it. I'm like that weird person that likes to know like the history behind the music and why this came about. Like, I don't know, I'm just super into that kind of stuff. Una canción que puedas tocar con algún instrumento, a song that you can play with an instrument. Mary Had a Little Lamb, maybe like the first seconds of it with a recorder, because I feel like everybody that took music in school, you had to learn how to play Mary Little Lamb with that little ding 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 ding. Yeah. Una canción que has cantado o te gustaría poder cantar en público, a song that you have sang or you would like to sing in public. If I knew how to sing, I'm such a terrible singer. That is why I'm mostly lip singing all these songs, because you guys don't really want to hear what I sound like. My Sherry Amor. I wish I knew how to sing, because I would be singing that song at karaoke all the time. Una canción que te gusta para conducir, a song that you like to listen to while you're driving. This is my jam. You know why too? Because when I was in high school, I used to listen to this song when I would drive around all the time.
Yo, Luni! Un día que sin fin, esta noche habrá ternura, que a tu cintura a mí me lleva el instinto, músico de locura.
I love that song. I could blast that with the windows down and I'm speeding. Well, not speeding, you know, you gotta drive safely. Just love with the wind in my hair and that song blasting. Love. Una canción de tu infancia, a song from your childhood. Oh my God.
Ayer me dijeron que te besen cuando preguntas por mí.
That That song is such a classic memory in my childhood. I remember in the Bronx, in the summertime, the pumps were open, the kids are playing in the street. My mom's friend used to own a hair salon, and next to the hair salon there used to be like a pool hall. So like all the taxi drivers are like playing pool, drinking Coronas. All the women were getting their hairs done, and this song was blasting on some speakers down the block. And I think I must have been like 5 years old, and I have this just vivid memory of everything that was the Bronx back then. And every time I listen to that song, it just brings me back to my childhood. Una canción que nadie esperaría que te guste. A song that people would never expect for you to like.
It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now.
I love that song. When I listen to it, I just want to like, it's a 1:15. Una canción que quieres que suene en tu boda. A song that you want to play at your wedding. Oh, without a doubt, I need somebody to sing this live and kill it. Or we could just play the song and do a little mix up with like another Spanish song. The ending is my favorite. When he says love ain't never looked so good on you, like how beautiful is that? Because think about it, when somebody's in love, like in true love, they are glowing, they look beautiful, they are so happy. Love ain't never looked so good on you. That is like the culmination of my wedding day. Like, love is gonna look so good on me on my wedding day. Oh, I love that song. I need somebody to sing that song at my wedding, or I need it to be played and then mixed into like a Spanish romantic kind of song, something like that. Okay, and the last question is una canción que quieres que suene en tu funeral. A song that you want to be played in your funeral. And actually, I want 2 songs to be played in my funeral. So if anybody's watching this and you guys are, first of all, if anybody's watching this, I do not want to be buried in a casket. I want to be cremated because I don't trust anybody to do my makeup, and I am so freaking serious when I say that. And number 2, I want both of these songs to be played in my funeral. Thank you so much. Number 1, where we at? Where we at?
The biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend.
I need that to be played at my funeral. Thank you so much. That is the Golden Girls gospel remix. I'm sure you guys have seen the meme floating on Instagram. He killed it. I need that to be played at my funeral. Thanks. If you need it, I have it on my iTunes here, okay? Next song, of course. I mean, come on. So that is La Vida es un Carnaval. That's actually the live version by Celia Cruz. Rest in peace, Celia. If you guys don't know who Celia Cruz is, she is like an OG. Like, I can't even with her. She is just one of the greatest salsa singers of all. She says, everyone that thinks that life is bad, they need to know that that is not the case. That there's only bad times and everything passes. Oh, it gives me chills. Everyone that thinks that things will never change, they have to know that life is not like this. That there's a saying in Spanish that says, al mal tiempo buena cara, and that means at bad times, good face. That's what it translates into. So basically, when you're going through hard times, just have a good face about it because everything passes. And the song is just about celebrating life because life is a carnival. Love this song. It's also one of Art's grandmother's favorite song, and every time I listen to it I think of her and I love her so much. So yeah, this is for sure, this has to be played at my funeral. And I want everybody to dance, and I don't want anybody wearing black. Everybody needs to come in colorful clothing, and you need to come with a colorful lip. Thank you so much. Alright guys, well that was the end of my 20 songs tag. I hope that you enjoyed this type of videos. Let me know if you like watching tags. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and that way I know in the future to do more tag videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please comment below and let me know some of your favorite songs. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
nos contagia. Para aquellos que no van